Okay, I'm proud to have my staff join me in this press conference. Where's Jeff? Right here. Good. Thanks, Jeff, for joining us today. Well, one thing has become clear. The more Americans learn about this big, ugly bill, the more they hate it. We just saw polling data in our caucus that showed 2-to-1 people don't like the bill. A majority of Democrats, of course, but a significant majority of independents and a significant chunk of Republicans. Our Republican colleagues are also starting to see how devastating this bill is. Look no further than my good friend, Senator Tillis. Where's our... Sorry. Grace, they're busy talking. Okay. You going to hold it, Gracie, or I hold it? Okay. So I'll do it. So this is a chart that he gave out in his caucus, according to Punchbowl. He handed out this sheet that says exactly what's in the bill. Thanks, Jeff. How much you lose with the provider rate tax, each state. Louisiana, $20 billion. South Carolina, $20 billion. Tennessee, $16 billion. Kentucky, $12 billion. Ohio, $8.4. West Virginia, $6.2. Missouri, $6.1. And Iowa, $4.1. And North Carolina, $38 billion. That's a lot of money for anybody. And so in the caucus, he's handing this out. Republicans are really beginning to learn how bad the big, ugly bill is for them. Tillis is right. I agree with him. Okay? It'd be catastrophic for North Carolina with Medicaid coverage at risk for over 600,000 people and forfeiting over $38 billion to his home state. And he's not the only one. Republican senators are airing deep concerns behind closed doors, but they're not being honest at home to their constituents. Senate Republicans should listen to Senator Tillis. He's right about how devastating this would be. Republicans might not want to be honest with the American people in public, but Democrats sure as hell will be, now and throughout the summer and on into next year. Senate Democrats have been beating the drum, doing our best to reveal exactly what the bill does. And the more we learn about the bill, the more awful it is. And the more awful it is, the harder we fight. And we know the American people are on our side. So we know just letting them know what's in the bill is very bad for them and shows what we are for. Republicans know that their plan is a debt buster, but they don't seem to care. They're lining the pockets of their billionaire buddies, pretending it won't cost billions, trillions rather, by using a budget gimmick, and all it is a gimmick, current policy baseline. They can deceive all they want. Everyone knows you can push the paper around, but they're actually putting the country in debt with these tax cuts. There's less money in the coffers when they cut the taxes, plain and simple. And they know that. But the debt has a real effect on the American people. Costs will go up everywhere. The cost to buy a car, the cost to start a business, the cost to buy a home, the cost to retain some debt on your credit card bills. Americans are going to be hit hard by the deficit increase alone, and that won't change no matter how the Republicans paper it over with this gimmick called current policy baseline. So it's evasive. Now, finally, I want to emphasize how utterly outrageous it was for the administration to cancel the briefing that we were supposed to get at 4 o'clock today. The last-minute postponement was just a dereliction of their duty to let the Congress know, to let both parties know in the Congress what's going on over there. So what's the administration so afraid of? That they don't want to brief us. They keep delaying it. I asked for this briefing last week. It was scheduled last week before United States action in Iran. And here, all of a sudden, they cancel it. Now, they say they want to wait to have Rubio and Hegseth there. Rubio and Hegseth were never scheduled. And frankly, they want to do that Thursday? That's fine, but it should not be a substitute for this serious briefing, but in addition. And we know what will happen. Hegseth and even Rubio will give us a lot of happy talk, but not the sinew, the details that we need. The people coming today, including Major General Kane, he's known as a straight shooter, would have given us the details we need to know. So we don't need some canned talk points for Pete Hegseth to roll out. If Secretaries and Rubio, as I said, want to come, that's fine. But what happened today was obstruction that undermines the very principles of democracy. Okay? Where is Leader Thune and the Republicans? Why are they not defending the very right and obligation of senators, both Democrat and Republican, to be informed? What the heck is going on? They are just out of control, violating every precept, every principle, every law, unlike any other administration in American history. Senator Merkley.